What's up mga kayol? Wala kasi handrail, no?
Kargado ang privilege.
Ikot. Laway. Motibo. Pwede pa kayo tricks ang kurma sa tail ba? Yes, pwede na ito magpauga ha. Hoy, kini, sakto lang basa.
Tatigsik lagi. Sa UP ka tamigo, doon tamigo.
Ngit-ngit man ron, no?
May harang na dito.
Ano yung harang?
Sulat ng ganito ninyo.
Silban ha?
Huwag ko nila na medyo ba? Last year.
Bago lang. Mga 6 days.
Kani?
Kapila na siguro na nang gibalik-balik ka.
Balo mo sa kanta.
Ah, sa kanta lang.
Ibo.
And just like the river, I'm running every chance. He said he's been a long time coming, but I know my change gonna come. Oh yeah.
Ayaw, switch, oy.
Ay, nako, naulan.
switch.
Tang-katang mong gago kang busit ka. Ah!
Switch hill.
Switch.
Switch hill backlift.
Tang ina.
Hayop. Switch hill backlift nga pinarelax. Grabe gibuhat eh.
Wala naman ko dahil challenge ang van. Regular mo nang switch na tanan ka lang.
Oo. No? Ano yun na din kung gusto na po ba?
Ay, good.
Oh, gold. Ito mga lobster ba? Sa'yo kay ba?
Lodi.
Oy,
Big Ben.
sila ka na daw. Wapo na. Wapo mo gatong
Yun,
yun.
may kasi mga bing ano. Tak ng ipon.
Kanan mga pro eh.
Sasay.
Tak ng ipon. Mabalitok.
Hipon sa.
Lagi.
Oh, gawa sa mukog no?
Tahit. Tahit dito yung ipon. Ilak mo dito sa bilan. Hindi ka naman siguro nakarelax. Dili ka nang ano daw siya, interview man to. Nakita mo ko sa YouTube. Hindi ka raw siya party ato, party night. Siguro ang over mo ba? Hindi ko natirang trip daw.
Lagot kitang PMC kay Richard ba?
Swarta na unta to.
Lagot kita sir.
Swarta na kadagan. I-post na to sa ano ba? Si Richard sa Davao Idiot Drivers. Sikat na si Richard.
Katik magunong. Hindi, giniritso.
Ay.
Birds.
Change is coming. Ano buot na video? Napili na ako lobster dito dapat Lechong buhaya.
Tara, tara, dito tayo tambay medos. Wala mo sa burger dito. Tara.
Buang si Paul.
Tama rin no? Limot yung pulda.
Manulang ang
Gani. Tumbahi, tumbahi, tumbahi.
Ano daw si Dylan lang ito? Dylan Jaib. Putahawad po kaning tawanan ni ba? Kay relax tirada.
Pinsan na siya. Ha, si Palo? Dylan
No,
J.
you're not today early. I'm going to go early when I came to the cafe a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I listened
Pwede
to
din sa mga uday.
like half a mile from my house to real close, and then like top of the water, and then run back. There's no room. We just came down to my phone to go over there. To get a fucking
Ay.
good job like in Hawaii that he's dreadful. It's still busy. Like my homie's job.
Wala din magkidala to isa ka tank niya. Wala.
Got everything on the list, right? Smells really good in here. How you guys done?
Nagugutom na ako. Nasaan ba ang presidente?
Luto. Sundon sa sa booking bin. Ah, payong ni Momer. Na-stock to sa booking.
Sasa.
Dito sa wakeboard dapit.
Nasa yung project ito niyo?
Na, awan ka na. Coral ba nga sliding. Yung ano yun? Kasi yung payong Mer. Wala gusto payong na sa Ibisoy.
Kanang blow ka. Kanang isa.
Hindi man siguro nakabutang ng sniper ni Paul sa mga yubak sa
Ipon na na po.
Oh.
Alala mo ang gitsi.
Too early for portrait.
Uwang.
Kung napatay pick up,
We're
larga
gonna
dyan
need some
na.
lights. That was tragic.
Oh.
Napatay pick up pero sa kinano.
This thing sucks in the winter.
Hinay naman yung ulan, no?
Down patrol here after.
Say.
Pinapin ako sa mga bulsa sa
Say.
Swear it's sticky.
Ay, dara oh.
Go down.
Ayun oh.
Tagak.
Ay. Pagpapabuya ka ha, mawala rin ka sa kuwag.
Baliw kay ko sa sisi na sa mga hindi.
There's no one here now.
Tugnawa day dire uy.
I was walking upstairs last night, I stubbed my toe with my shoe on. I don't know how.
Yes.
Literally buckled it.
Balik na madali.
Grande, iced caramel macchiato with 3 pumps of white mocha. Give me real sugared up in the morning. I don't need
Una to
coffee.
say, because
Also, I don't know
log
if
na to
coffee even does anything.
Huh?
I think it's
Spoke na
placebo.
po para log niya.
Don't believe everything they tell you. Besides it's fake fluid.
Ay, ano lang ang tatong spot ba no? No?
Yes!
Tik dia po
I
na.
got that story. One of those dudes that came to the park, not that dude, but another one. I had my AirPods, right? I was listening to music, and I put down the little tape, and I was just getting the mail pad, right? Look over, Casey's gone. And I track it, and I see it's like over there. So I follow it, and I see the dude just like walking like lead blowing.
Lingaw ng balita sa
I was like,
inahin.
get my AirPods? He's like, no, I don't have them. And I was like, you sure? And I was like, saw the thing, and I like clicked ping, and it like pinged in his pocket.
Lancer na may
Had
kulang
it
dra.
doing, and I want to tell you,
Ikaw
boss,
nakita
like,
na ba?
so I saw his box, he was like, over here. These ones, he pulls out some like wired headphones. I was
Pwede,
like, no.
yuki pwede na isa.
And they pulled out, and it was like, those ones, he's like, these ones, I was like, yeah, those ones. And I got him back, but it was this close.
Pamos lang eh.
Great flip. Yes.
Oh. Dili, butang-butang na gamay na rin. Butang ko ba?
Sabi.
Dude, I knew that would happen. I like saw it before I did it.
Oh, yuki kayo lang. Di na naman si Minta na.
Dude, I said I had it. No one comes in the morning. I don't wait for anybody. Usually here in the morning for like an hour or two. Kind of depends on like what I'm doing now. Like sometimes I'll get stuck trying to trick and I'll be here until like people start waking up and then I know. I live like 2 miles away, like right there.
Wala gito po.
If I was Cherry, I think it's the best place in the world. Went to Cherry about a week ago. And it compared to food, which is
Oh, tanggal pulo good.
it's just this without everything extra. So it's must.
Itong mga bata ato, tropa.
Dude, they're feeling good today. The musk is
Siguro kita gawin, kuha, di tayo muslan ba?
right here.
Mo, kuha ano na rin balik.
Oh.
Kami nang ginawa ko kasi
Dude. Wait, I think the AirPod thief homie stole the wax. Oh my god. Her mom. Her mom woke up. Her mom's my baseball homie. We can all eat shit. It's like, yeah, around 8 o'clock it starts to fill up a little bit, and it's about that time when it's looking a little traffic.
I can
Pick up my
show you
baseball
the
homie, and we had
world.
the salmon
Where's
on me
the
from
dick?
acai.
I will show my deal.
Almost died.
Yes,
Not
wala
my
na.
license. Not like it.
Big city.
Hi everyone, Matt Watson here from Car Wire. So I'm sat with the fastest man in a production car ever. It's Andy Wallace from Bugatti. How you doing?
That's a nice intro. You can't be a fast man without a fast car, can you?
But we have got a fast car. What have we got today?
So this is the Geosport. So
Ooh.
what you've already experienced is the
Batman?
Supersport.
This is a new Bugatti Supersport 300 plus. It is
Hinay lang
the
ang
fastest car
300
in the world ever.
billion.
And I'm going to go.
Dali,
spin
300,
it.
ano ba? Miles, 300 kilometers per hour.
Oh yeah, this is actually happening.
Tanawa. Ganda eh.
Buying a new car? Head to CarWow to get offers from the UK's top dealers. CarWow.co.uk, the car buying comparison site.
Sorry, what's that? That's not gonna happen. Please, move over.
Ah, the emblem niya, no?
Okay, so I'm not going to get to drive this car, but I am still going to get taken for a passenger ride in it. So, still very
Siya,
cool.
dako,
Still very
siya
cool.
ba?
Yeah, you can go drive it. He's a Bugatti engineer, he knows what he's doing. Now before I actually go for a drive in this car, I'm going to tell you some facts about it. So the body is slightly redesigned compared to the normal Chiron. You've got different aerodynamics here at the front. Obviously, it needs to be able to do that drag. A key thing are these vents here over the front wheels, which help let pressurised air out. Also, you've got redesigned magnesium wheels. You've also got uprated brakes. You're going to need those because you're doing 300 miles an hour in this car. The tyres have been specifically designed for this car because they have to be able to cope with 5,300 G. It means that little components such as the very small little dust caps actually end up weighing over 10 kilos when they're spinning at such high speed due to this car's amazing performance. Down the side you've got some slightly different side skirts. Moving to the back, the engine is uprated over the normal Chiron, so it's the same 8 litre quad turbo. Instead of 1500 horsepower, it's got 1600 horsepower. That's the same 1600 newton meters of torque though. Now moving to the back, there's a lot more aero going on here, so it's a long tail this car, and that is to help let it slip through the air as easy as possible. It's got a big diffuser as well, so you don't get all dirty air slowing it down, the too much drag, and noticeably it looks different than the normal Chiron because you've got a slightly redesigned exhaust setup there. I don't know why they do it like that, but it looks kind of cool. You've still got a hydraulically activated rear wing, which actually alters depending on how fast you go. It is an amazing looking car. It's expensive too. Got one of these, 3.5 million euros before tax. They're only going to make 30 of them. Already sold out, obviously. And the customers who buy them will have their cars restricted, unfortunately, to 275 miles an hour. However, when they buy them, they are able to actually take it on VW's test track to do the full 300 if they want to, but they'll do that with a Bugatti engineer for safety. Anyway, enough chat about the car. It's time to get to see what it's like. Okay, so we're just joking about, obviously. This is Christian May, an engineer for Bugatti, involved in the project for the Supersport 300 Plus. So we're actually at Nardo test facility in southern Italy, and is this the first time the Chiron Supersport has been here?
Yes.
I understand that I'm the first ever journalist to go in this car.
That's a fact, yes.
This is so exciting. Well, thank you very much for inviting me along. You're actually doing work, you're actually testing the car, aren't you? This is not just a pleasure ride for me.
It's part of my work, yes.
What you do today, you're going to be using the data in the production of this car.
It's an evaluation ride for collecting data for further evaluation and improvement.
This is actually the first time I've ever been in any Bugatti. I've never been in a Bugatti before, not a Veyron, not any old Bugatti, and it's the fastest ever Bugatti. But just driving to the actual... It just feels like a normal car, really.
It is.
I'm surprised how small it is inside. It feels quite compact, doesn't it?
We have a very large engine, and in between us is the gearbox.
Yeah, that's right, the gearbox is here, isn't it? Which helps with the weight distribution, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course.
And at the moment, that engine, it could just be, no offence, a 2-litre 4-cylinder.
That's what it's made for. To be as easy to drive as possible.
This interior isn't the final interior for the Supersport 300 Plus. It's not what the customers will have, is it?
Basically, it's still a development car, so we just put everything inside what's needed for driving, but it's not made for beauty.
The process that this car goes through in terms of its development, it's just very small little increments of improvement, isn't it?
Yes.
So that you can be sure that everything works perfectly.
It's not completely different from developing a standard serial production car, but we have to look at much more details, of course.
I'm used to reviewing Volkswagen Golfs, and just going over those bumps there, even though this car is capable of 300 miles an hour, it just went over them very smoothly.
Yeah, that's the big spread from the very comfortable riding car to the maximum speed. It's capable of doing both. That's the special thing about it.
So, fastest car accelerating 0 to 60 kilometers I've been in is the Model S performance. Let's see what this is like.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
RPM na, speed. Putang ina. 100 lagi.
That was 1 kilometer covered then, just like that. And he's actually back in
Wala lang,
towards the
wala
top.
shaking sa sulod ba, no?
I've been reviewing cars for 20 years, and nothing has felt like that. So it's like the Tesla for the first
Wala sa 300 eh.
seconds. And then it
200
just
ang
keeps on pulling at the same
Nya
rate.
maglugos pag
doesn't it?
120 ba?
Want to do it again?
Let's just do it
Do
again.
it
Let's just
again.
do that from 0. Let's just do it again. I'm going to count it in. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Dali ako 100 eh.
Oh, it's
13
there.
seconds.
It's like that.
18, 20.
Bloody hell! It's like how it's accelerating over 100.
Gago, 30 seconds lang, 300. Tanginot, yawaan ang dagana na oy. Putang ka,
Lagi iro nga mo tabok lagi sa lata eh diretso.
There was a speed limit.
Sa dagan, oy, seconds lang ba eh.
Right. Because of the early stage of development.
Ano, wala, di mapil na sunod ba no?
And also we have limited speed for the tires because the banking of this circular track, the tires are very heavily impacted by the weight of the car and the banking of the track. And this makes it very difficult for the
Bada
tires
pa dito gamay.
because of the heat and wear.
Because these tyres are putting up with so much force, aren't they?
Yes. Here you can see the maximum power we used
614 horsepower.
and the max revs.
Maximum race of 7,000 RPM from a big 8-litre quad turbo.
Wow.
It's quite high, really, isn't it? For such a big engine, it's a heavy engine. It's like 700 kilos, isn't it, the engine? The gearbox. What is the top speed we can do here today?
Dali araw
Actually,
nila
today we
mabot
can do
biya.
300
Biya kag
kilometers
ang dalan kung same sila ba. Biya kag dili gikaginsan ba madulon. No?
So you're not having
Siguro
to
30 minutes, 20, wala na. At asargan siguro na 20 minutes.
Too much fun.
Kung ang dalan same sila,
Hindi yun,
This is
traffic.
work. I'm working today to Saturday.
Di ba kung same
We're
sila ang
both hard
dalan
at
ba
work.
dili?
It's not easy, this motoring journalism or vehicle
Why?
testing. Can I see what it's like at 300? You may as well accelerate hard to get all the way up there.
30 seconds
We've
ba?
been at 300 two times.
Let's do it again though. I can't
Do it
remember.
again.
I forgot. I love just watching the speedo climb. That is just nuts.
Wala pa kinta.
Everybody, I just wish you could all experience
Seven?
this. I think
7
everybody
speed?
should be allowed to experience this once in their life.
Wag
It's just
transmission.
so easy. I mean, I don't feel now that I'm going crazy quick, but we are. We're going so fast. The production car will obviously have more soundproofing, won't it? This. Whoa! When we went past the photographers, the speed that they just came at us.
Impact ba?
Blimey, this is just brilliant.
This is not all the way up, but 300 is like 2/3 of what it's capable of.
That accelerator, now we're at 200. What happens if you put your foot down now? How does that feel? 200.
Ang dagan. Sulit po kayo ba?
Ay, gago ni balhin lagi to sa house.
Kayo po? Patron naman eh.
Testing ko sa legs.
Gapo lang ba yung legs mo?
Ako sa check na pagtira wa sa room. Lang rin ako na.
Together they cost as much as an entire suburban neighborhood. But can any of these carbon fiber supercars beat the Bugatti Veyron? On this week's very special edition of Head to Head, we head to the runway to find out. This is not your father's episode of Head to Head. Why? Because we have 3 cars behind us worth about $1 million and they're sitting on an airport runway. The problem is we
Runway
just
wala.
couldn't pick which 2 of those cars you like better. You get $1 million worth of supercar, you get a runway, and you have no security to kick you out. I think what you need to do is line them up, race them, and see which one's actually fastest. So, I think we'll race the V8 car against the V10 car. The winner of that race gets to race the V12. Sound good?
Ako 12, gawaan na ng tinahan ay.
In the silver corner, we have the McLaren MP412C. Weird name, wickedly fast car. 3.8 liter V8 with 2 turbos strapped on the back. In the yellow corner, Lexus LFA. It's a 4.8 liter V10 with no turbos, so it makes 50 horsepower less, but it's still a really fast car. They're both rear-wheel drive, but the McLaren is mid-engine, so it's got more weight on the back, which means faster getaway. Which one's faster through a quarter? Let's find out.
Yan man. Abog na imo choy.
And the McLaren wins. Let's go back
What'd
and
you
take
kaya?
another
Basta
look at
ulit
that
turbo.
launch in slow motion. Off the line, you'll see both cars get moving with just the tiniest bit of wheel spin, but the McLaren's rear wheel
Hey,
bias
turbo,
helps
eh?
it jump ahead, and that's exactly where it stays for the rest of the race. The Lexus V10 screaming like a Formula One car, but screaming's not enough, and the McLaren gets to the quarter-mile marker 0.8 of a second sooner, and nearly 6 miles an hour faster.
Layo ka biya.
All right, Lexus, kind of the slowest of the bunch, but that's all right because it sounds the best. Anyway, round 2, we have the McLaren up against a V12 powered Lamborghini Aventador. This is a 6.5 liter V12 that makes 101 horsepower more than the McLaren does. More importantly, the Lambo has all-wheel drive, which means it goes pew, right off the line. Whether that's enough to keep it ahead over the quarter mile, let's find out.
Much ni ay biyacho. Ay yung Lamborghini gid. Siya na po na
Over so
nabitay ba.
soon? All right, let's watch it again in slow-mo. The McLaren gets a jump off the line because, well, I was driving and I cheat, but cheating is no match for four-wheel drive launch,
must
and
be.
the Aventadors is the most violent in the entire business. Thanks to its single-clutch automated manual, the shifts are just as painful. If you ever want to make your passenger cry, you put them in a Lambo. Luckily, it's all over in just 10.6 seconds, with the Lambo coming through the quarter-mile mark at 133.9
Electric pa, soy.
miles an hour. But does that mean the Lamborghini Aventador is the fastest carbon fiber
Lasa
supercar in
tamigo?
the world? No.
Wala to naman to sa inching.
True. Paul, saman Paul, plaza ta. Inay naman.
Duty na lang.
Plaza ta ko mo duty pa wala 5. Ah, duty liga. Wala ka na mo.
And of course, it's
Tatod.
the Bugatti
Ah,
Veyron,
masinchik.
which is the undisputed king of fast.
Kao na
The Grand Sport right over there has 16 cylinders compared to only 12. And it has 4 turbochargers
Yeah,
breathing air into
but-
those
but
16
they turbo
cylinders,
ni
making
po.
1,001 horsepower
Bugatti?
or 987 North American
Nandiyan ang
horsepower
turbo gate
or
kisa
6.8
piston lang yung
trillion
mga saligan.
from
Wala
somebody
eh.
else's horsepower. It doesn't matter.
Bitay
It's
dun na.
really fast. And so we figured we should
Mga sila
probably
ginagamit sa
line them
mga
up to
race.
find out
Turbo.
if the Veyron is still faster than the Lamborghini or if the Lamborghini is faster than its evil French twin sister.
Kapay ato po partida.
Pila ba kabuk turbo sa
Oh.
kini upat? Ano gid siya? Ay, dyan ang Bugatti. Bugatti. Kaya kanan lang ko ba? Lak, suko na silang bugya ko no? Match lang sila no? Upat pagod sa kuhan.
Abiyaan mo eh.
Yan. Dahil kusog ko eh.
Chill na kibuha mo.
Upat ba yung kabuok na? Wala, iluguin yun siya. Duwar man niya. Lamang yung upat. Oh. Diferensya dyan ba sa sakuan?
Oh, come on. You didn't really think that the
Una
Veyron
lang
was
siya
going to
gamay,
lose the
pero
drag
pag
race
hunat
to
sa
its
isa,
younger sister.
babayu,
I mean, remember, these
defective.
two cars come from the same family, from the Volkswagen
Una
Group.
lang siya start.
And let's be honest, what happens after the quarter-mile mark is what really
Wapo
counts.
dia,
The Veyron keeps
match
going
din
to
sila turbo kaya para makita
253
din ang
miles
kinsay
an hour versus
makina
the
ang kan
Lamborghini
ba.
217. The Bugatti is
Amigo,
still
Plaza
speed king,
amigo.
but I think the important takeaway here is
Tara,
that is one fast
Pimugo mo,
Lamborghini.
pasi naman daw si Paul. Tara, baka dula-dula tagamay dito ba? Easy Bugatti. Sabi ng isa, soy.
Ang unsa.
Initang diri. Si manager, sige pamakyo. Arat, arat.
Ako ni Paul ang